me try to restart it.
Okay.
If it is able to catch up. If it is able to catch up, we'll see. We'll see. Um,
Yeah.
right.
I don't want to ask my questions before the stream is dead.
Right, but we can go to. Oh crap! Everything broke.
Nice.
Everything broke. Well, perhaps. Yeah, but that's not the first time. That's not the first time when we're recording and internet break.
Oh, really? Okay.
So is
Or
it
lag
Discord?
break something.
Because my next question was, why Discord? Did you choose between any other platforms? And I guess right now we kind of...
I'm like Discord crashes.
Discord didn't want to hear this question, probably.
Oh,
Read
no,
my
actually,
mind.
Maybe.
we're alive. We're back. Actually, so it's okay.
Are we
Yeah.
back?
Are we live?
Karina, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
On
How do you find
Twitch,
it though?
Twitch
I'm
was
on
able
Twitch.
to resume the
Oh,
stream.
on YouTube it's died.
YouTube stops the
Whatever.
stream, and there is no button to restart it.
If it depends how you stream. If you're streaming through the browser there, then you can't restart it. If you're streaming like
No, RTMP.
oh, you should be able to, because if you haven't killed it on the live stream dashboard, then it should stay alive.
No, but
Mine does.
I have it. I have the automatically end stream button clicked,
Oh, okay, that's not so good.
and I cannot restart it right now. I see.
Okay, we can continue on Twitch. It's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Let's.
Let me share the link for Twitch to my
Yeah.
community because they're asking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute and supportive.
They are awesome. Like they really are so great.
Yay.
Yeah. I don't see the how can we restart that on YouTube and Facebook.
Fuck
and other
YouTube.
things.
Let us conclusions. That's okay. We just don't want to be, I guess, in every fridge or whatever. In
Yeah,
every YouTube.
yeah.
Every
We're unique.
fridge.
You didn't like this joke, and now you utilize that.
Yeah, so
Who
true.
said we didn't like it?
You
I
bashed
said,
me for it.
But when Karina says it, it sounds way more better than when you do that. So I'm
Ouch.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's not
let's
inclusive.
let's
This
try
is
to
our
draw
community. It's not really
It's
inclusive.
not it's,
because I'm here. I mean, I'm swearing and bullying old man. So yeah, I'm very sorry.
and that gives an interesting touch, since like if we can derail a bit into that for just a bit, if Eddie has time, since I mean most technical communities are old men dominated, and old meaning like 30 plus, because this is like how it works. That's who you see in the community, and people tend to gather around people like themselves, about people like they understand, and many online communities are just built around very experienced
And then they come to our
white
community and
men.
they see me who's bullying everybody. Very nice. Some
Yes.
young chick appeared.
And
the
I
chat.
notice how people, in most cases, like it. As in, whatever's happening, it's fun, it's new, it's different. So yeah. What's your take, Eddie? How like inclusivity on one side, and having a very, very strong mood and vibe on another side?
I think being inclusive is really important, and just having that diversity makes projects so much better. I see it all the time. So I do I used to do a lot of hackathons up just before COVID, and the 6 just before COVID, I won, or our team won, and there was definitely something very different about those teams. It was half the team were non-techies, were completely different background, different experiences, and it was brilliant because they gave a very different perspective. And so the more and more we try to make our teams more diverse, the more we won. And so that was really, really important. So that's what I want for communities, because I think that's what's successful, having those different points of views. And usually the underrepresented groups, they might join and then they kind of leave. So to give an example, one situation that we had near the beginning of my Discord community was a lady had joined, and I wasn't at the I wasn't in Discord at the time. But what I noticed when I came back like half an hour later, that people were saying, "Oh, where are you? Oh, you're from India. Where are you from? We're in India too." And then it just started getting more and more. Which area, kind of which school, how old you are, which uni you at, and so forth. And I was like, wait a second, this has gone from just, hey, we're in the same city, nice to meet you, sort of thing, to a dating situation. And then I had to just jump in and say, look, this is not a dating platform. It's about open source. And it was two young guys, pestering this young lady. And so I said, look, there's no warnings. Literally, stop this conversation now. It's about focus it on tech and stop there. And those two guys actually decided to leave. I didn't kick them out. They actually decided to leave I think from embarrassment, because they were kind of harassing her. And I messaged her. I said, look, I'm really sorry about this. First time it's happened. It's not something we allow. I hope you will stay, but I understand if you want to leave. And if you need help with anything, just DM me directly, because I don't encourage DMs, but with situations like that, I do encourage them so they can be dealt with swiftly. And all three of them aren't very active in the community. I don't know if it's because of that situation or not, but as we've got more underrepresented groups into the community, so say, younger people, women or trans people and so on, that's just then promoted more of that, which I think has been excellent. So therefore, diversity has kind of promoted diversity. And then we entered a hackathon a few weeks ago. I didn't take part. I just set it up for the MLH hackathon. And from third position, we just set it up our team. It's like a guild. Which the community asked me to create like 1 or 2 days before. But then when it started, we were in third place after the first day. And then within 2-3 days, we were in first. Then we won by a landslide. And that was because of all the collaboration. So people were saying, hey, today I've completed the 5 tasks. I'm awesome. See you later. Goodbye. And then I stepped in and said, that's great. But you do realize that it'd be better if you did 3 tasks for today, but then helped other people get to 3 tasks rather than them being stuck on the first. That's how we will win. Not just about you completing a task, but everyone completing, more tasks. And then I think from like second position, they did that. We went to first, and other people realized by helping each other and collaborating was actually more useful and more beneficial. And then, like I said, we won by a landslide after the week of the hackathon. And I think that was a good turning point where people realized collaboration, communication is really important. And it focused the community even more on open source and collaboration. And then, we haven't had any of those kind of situations that I'm aware of. When we do enforce the code of conduct, we do have a code of conduct and we do enforce it.
Okay.
Thank you
Okay,
for
that
sharing
makes sense.
the situation that you just described.
Yeah, so we would be aware of such things for future. But actually,
really...
I was
Okay, go on.
I was wondering, how do you engage with your community? Because you told that people are engaging by themselves usually there. But what are you doing there? Like, how do you engage with them?
What are you trying to say, that I don't do anything? So I try and get involved in the conversation when I can. And even I don't want to dominate the conversation. I just want to kind of maybe add some input to it. I think that's a mistake I made in the past, like years ago, when I had other small communities, and I've learned from that. Whereas now I just want to be just another person in the conversation. I don't want to be the person, having the conversation. So I think that really helped, and I think people appreciate that. So I do jump into the conversation sometimes, but I wake up and there might be like over 1,000, I don't know, maybe like 500, 1,000 messages. I wake up with 300-400 GitHub notifications every day as well, people collaborating. And these are GitHub notifications, not where I've subscribed to a repository and I'm getting every notification. These are actual notifications where I am involved in the discussion. Either I started it, or I put a comment or something like that, or someone's tagged me. But the great thing about our community is most of these can be dealt with really quickly. Like 300-400 sounds like a lot, but the good thing is most issues have already been reviewed, or most pull requests have been reviewed, and they've already been merged, because now I've got people as maintainers on some of our community projects. And I just need to having a look, just glancing over it, just so I'm aware of kind of what is going on, but I don't have to go into the detail. So although those numbers sound really high, it's not something I have to go through with a fine tooth comb, because the community really, get involved and support each other. And that's such a great way for them to grow their network and accelerate their skills. Did I answer that, or did I get sidetracked a little bit and drift?
I guess you answered it. So you don't make any like calls or any kind of, I don't know, activity hangouts? Yeah.
We do a live stream every Monday, and that's with me
Okay.
talking, and then the community in the chat. But also we do have a monthly call that we just started a couple of weeks ago. So now we're going to do the last Saturday of every month, an audio only call where the community can get to speak. We had so many people on the previous call that not even half the people got to talk, even though people kept it quite short. So we're going to try and find a way of how to get a chance for more people who want to practice their speaking on a call. Like one person who spoke the Sunday before last, they said, I've never been on a call with more than 2 people. So to have like 60, 70 people on this call, I'm really nervous. And we're like, yeah, you're doing great. Everyone was super supportive. And I just loved it. And then they spoke for like 30 seconds and they felt like a massive achievement. And and it's awesome to get the positive feedback afterwards. When people feedback positively, that is what gives me the energy to do more. So for example, one thing that people started doing is sharing a screenshot of the live stream on socials. And I tell people, if they do that, that's great. I'm definitely going to like it if you tag me, but I'm not necessarily going to reshare it. If you want to reshare it, you need to add value, just like open source. So what you need to do is when you take that screenshot, what's one thing you enjoyed, one thing you learned, one thing that, or 2 things or 3 things that stood out. And to give another example on that, we have someone in our community called Siddharth, and there was a conference in December called GitHub Universe, and I couldn't attend most of it, and a lot of other people couldn't attend. One of my videos was played during that conference, but a lot of them I couldn't attend. Siddharth attended the whole conference and made notes every day on our GitHub organization and just bullet points. I went to this talk. This is what I took up my takeaways from it, and here's a link to more information. Like it was like a page for every day, and it was amazing. And not only was it amazing, the community loved it, but even some of my clients said, "Oh, we saw this on your GitHub organization. This is someone we might need to speak to in the future when they kind of, finish uni." And I love that it wasn't me shouting them out, although I did back them up after my client mentioned it. But I think it was great that by adding value, you're going to get noticed more, and it's such a great way to stand out.
There's a lot to unpack, and I'm thinking we kept Eddie online for an hour. Shall we wrap up with something? As in, how do we wrap it up? Since we touched so many things, we touched mostly community development and the tools and practices to not get Eddie mad about all this action that is going on around him. But that's how the personal community works, I guess. And shall we? Since we have a few minutes left, so how do we twist it? And people online on Twitch and everywhere else, I'm also watching Eddie Hub, so you can reply wherever you feel comfortable. How do we twist the next 4 minutes? Do we squeeze Eddie to tell what plans he has for the community and how it's gonna grow, or do we try to make a summary? What do we do? If you have time for both, Eddie, then do we squeeze the future out of you, or
for all of you, always. I love you. I love your community, and you're just so awesome. I wish I could hang out with you more. I really do. I really miss. You have these calls every Friday, and I love them. And I've been really sad that I haven't been able to join. I do miss you all. So I'm more than happy to geek out for a little bit longer. But to answer those, I'll let maybe you do the summary. But to answer what I have plans for the future, I'm not looking for the vanity metric to grow the number. I don't want, to have this massive number. I want more people engaging. So there's like a higher percentage of people engaging, a higher percentage of people helping each other. Like we now have an achievements channel. I might have stole that idea from you or someone else. I stole it from someone. And I want people to share their achievements. When people say, "Hey, I got a job recently, thank you all so much for helping me with my open source journey," etc., and so on. Like that gives me the energy. I love that. that
Or is
also
Holy Spirit in your achievement channel has burned his soul? That's what he
What?
says. Holy Spirit in achievements channel at Eddie Hub tells that his
Okay.
achievement that he has burned his soul.
I didn't see that. I have to catch up on some messages. But
It's right on your screen. So yeah, but please continue. Sorry for jumping in.
no worries. Okay, it's a GitHub repo. Okay, I'll have to have a look. So yeah, so what I would like to do is I would like to have more giveaways for my community. So like I have just a box arrived today. I have more stickers to give to my community, but I want even more. So I would love my clients to be able to do more giveaways. I would like help them get more work with my clients, because a lot of them do look for more developers. DevRel, actually I just noticed a notification pop up about 15 minutes ago by someone saying looking for a DevRel in Australia to cover that time zone. Do you recommend anyone? I know there are so many people in our community who I would recommend as a developer or as a DevRel, because I just see them helping so many people. We recently created, actually 2 days ago, a LinkedIn company I call it, I think, organization for Eddie Hub, so people can put it as volunteer work in their LinkedIn profile. And for the people who are really active, I want to make time to go and actually give them, what do you call it, LinkedIn recommendation, because I love it how they help people, and I'd love to be able to give them a recommendation. So I see other communities saying, hey, pay me $50 and I'll give you a recommendation. I'll write whatever you want. It's like, no, you can't buy that. I want the recommendation to be authentic and to be real. So where do I see it going? Just strengthening what we have at the moment. And I think we've been doing a lot of cross community collaborations. We did one a couple of weeks ago on our call, and we'd love for your community to join us as well. And so we do have like a sign up page where we do it all on Discord, but we sign up so we can notify these people about future events. We're doing once a month. We've just done it once now, but it turned out really well. And yeah, on that page, sign up page, we just put all the people who we're in collaboration with, and we are selective with our communities. Again, we want to collaborate with inclusive communities. But yeah, we can, that's a very recent thing.
And yeah, we are totally up for that. And thanks everybody from ID community hanging out with us. It's been fun. We got introduced to Potato, to a person starting with V that Eddie has mastered how to pronounce, and I not.
It took me a long time to master it.
And Apollo, who is not a god and not a spaceship. Thank you for that's a shout out. And right. So what I have learned throughout this hour is,
Oh no,
that
you're making again this game, this terrible game. No,
What game?
please. No.
okay.
Please.
How do you wrap it up? How do you wrap it up? You're the boss.
Make it fun somehow.
Such a Gen
It's
Z.
bad.
It's bad. Okay.
Yeah.
I can tell the fridge joke again.
No, okay. Maybe we can just like finish, say thank you very much, Eddie, for your time, and just say goodbye, because otherwise this crazy man with beard, he's gonna go crazy.
I have a beard too, not as cool as Oleg's one, but
Yes.
Yes. Is it good enough for you?
Well, I mean, you're asking like you care about my opinion, so
I can do a
Just
wrap
for
up.
recording. Okay.
Thank you all so much for joining us. I hope you learnt a lot and had fun with us at the same time. We covered how to kind of get into a community, where you should put your community, why you should join a community, and make sure you join an inclusive community like Eddie Hub or like DevRel events. You will grow your network. You will learn so much. You will meet so many amazing people. And trust me, that is the best way to accelerate your learning and your career. So if you want to hear more about this, don't forget to subscribe to DevRel's events Twitch channel, YouTube channel, like them on Facebook, on Twitter. They do lots of funny clips on socials, which I look forward to every day, especially when they say LinkedIn. It just makes my day. If I don't get that daily dose, my day goes horribly wrong. So that is just brilliant, and it's so funny, and they, it's great how they the dynamics between everyone here, they pick on each other. It's like, you call it like a sitcom, like a TV series. I love it. It is so much fun. And not only that, they want you to hang out with them. So they do Friday calls so you can actually hang out with them. So they keep it, real and authentic, and you can learn from each other and share. So subscribe to Twitch and get involved in the conversation and their awesome community, and join
Yes.
them on Discord.
I feel so awesome right now. Like, I don't know, even my grandma don't tell me such good things, Now I feel so good. Yes, thank you very much.
This is
Thank you,
this
Eddie,
was
for this professional wrap up.
Yes,
And
yes.
thank you so much for coming and sharing all the techniques and everything, all your learnings about your community, why, where, and yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah,
and
thank you
we're
very
waiting
much.
for you like all the time.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me here. It was awesome to geek out with you.